trust your crypto assets to centralized exchanges that actively sell your private information and front-run your trades? Would you like to buy and sell your assets without any middlemen, intermediaries, or robots? Do you like paying slippage, fees, and having the price go up as bots steal from you on low-liquidity decentralized exchanges? The solution is NodeMarket.io. Set your guaranteed buy or sell price. No middlemen, no slippage, no bots, ever. Buy or sell 1, 10, or even 10 million tokens, and you never have to worry. OTC trades are between you and the seller or buyer, guaranteed by audited smart contracts and no human middlemen. NodeMarket.io.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. You have a good weekend?
Well, pretty good on the financial side. On the cats destroying stuff side, kind of in the middle. But kitty's gonna kitty, you know? Kitty's gonna kitty.
Yeah, I've seen them be kittying.
They gonna kitty.
Kittying.
Okay, what do we got? Do we want to talk? Do we have any housekeeping stuff?
Let's see. Let me go see. Pools. Let me see if they're live. No, they're not live yet. We should push them live. We had a little. Well, I won't tell you, but we should be live soon, like so soon. And then I'll do a video on that today, and then we can talk about it maybe Wednesday. But I think we already turned it on, so you're already earning rewards in the Node Factory if you're in the V2.
Oh, snap. Cool. So people are earning rewards, and they don't even know it.
That's right. So they're going to log on, and they'll look at their claim, and rewards will have already accumulated.
Oh, snap.
Yes. So it's not bad. Cool. So you're not getting left behind as long as you're in the V2, like we said. But if you aren't, then get in there, kids. Get in there.
None of us are ever going to retire. You know that, right? You guys all know that. Because the minute you retire, there's going to be massive hyperinflation. Your savings are going to get wiped.
You're going to be like, I retired with my $100,000. And then you'll be like, oh, crap.
Ooh, $100,000 ain't enough. Go buy a burger and a banana. Okay. So over the weekend, show of hands, some of you, your portfolios must be, I would say, let me know if you're within 10% of your all-time high.
Oh, yeah, at least. I'm like 3% away again still, as of this morning.
Did you crack an all-time high last night for a while?
Over the weekend, I don't know if it was last night, probably last night, you know. Let me look on the chart.
I'll bet it did.
My all-time high.
Last night, everything was going stupid.
Yeah, last night, let's see. It says, okay, so make sure that, let me refresh my because it keeps that chart so you can kind of go look at the peak, right?
Yeah.
Let me go see when my all-time high was at.
Look at this. We got some good yeses. Yes, finally. Damn you, Sean. No, I know, Sean. We're getting you up there, buddy. Don't worry.
Yeah, it was at 4:25 p.m. my time. So Pacific time, 3:25 p.m. yesterday.
Ryan.
So yeah, the middle of the afternoon yesterday.
Okay. Well, don't worry, because it's not like the bull market is over. For those of you that are in all-time high territory, good. Be wise. And remember that you waited.
Wait. I'm curious about that one. Hold on. Let's go back to the math on Sam's. How are you over your all-time high?
He's above his all-time high.
Isn't any time you're at your all-time high, you're never over it.
No,
so if you're
not for Sam,
you're either at it.
No.
You can't.
Sam is above it. He is risen above math. He's risen above geometry.
It's like when you take a test. I always loved it when you took a test. You can only get 100%, right? 100% is perfect.
107.
But you got 107. I'm at 110% of my all-time high age. Wait, you're a zombie.
Yeah, I mean that means you're undead. Okay, within 10%.
Just kidding, Sam. We get what you said. We understand.
Kind of skewed my all-time high. Oh, well, wait a minute. If you had a lot of fetch, you should have been still doing pretty good. You got it.
Well, maybe because I was technically, he's right, because technically if I wouldn't have got out of my fetch, I might be higher. Well, yeah, I was high in March. Like, it was high. Let me go back.
In March?
Yeah, March was high for me because I was a 35% fetch allocation.
Oh, Jesus, that's a lot.
Well, not now. Now I'll tell you.
Oh, okay. So you got cracked on that. Well, you'll be fine on that one. I'm even. Okay. You're even. What do you mean even? You mean you're even, Neil, you're even to the money you invested in all of crypto, your entire everything? You're dead nuts even? Average buy price.
That's cool.
I'm guessing you're saying average buy price of Bitcoin, right? Not average buy price of everything, because if you paid that for Cardano, you paid too much. That'd even be high for XRP.
Ooh, when we go behind the wall, yeah, we'll talk about some stuff. Anyway.
There's some shenaniganery going on, by the way, just so you guys know. Anyway. All right. I did the math on 20% node factories by the end of 2040. That would be a lot. That would be a lot. I don't know in Aussie dollars what that equates to, but that still looks like a lot. It's like 2 commas. If you got 2 commas anywhere other than Mexico and Venezuela, you're doing good. Okay, good.
Sheesh. Okay.
Fetch really boosted. Okay, cool. All right. I say that because
my Uniswap just passed my fetch today in positions. That's crazy. I haven't looked at the charts today.
Well, we'll take a look at these. I hit an all-time. So what I do is whenever I hit an all-time high, I take a screenshot of it, of my portfolio on Live Coin Watch. And man, this last couple of weeks, ever since I'll just show you this. This is where pictures would be. Hold on. See those little boxes? Those are.
I see that. That's funny because that's.
Wait.
I have that kind of stuff going on. Be careful. Oh, is
no,
that
I don't have any D pics or anything. I don't do that. If someone ever asks for a D pic, I just take a picture of my forearm and send it because it's veiny, and they're like, "Oh my god!"
Oh jeez.
That's all you're getting, babe. Here.
Oh jeez.
There. You want to screenshot that? That's all you're getting. It's a wrist. Anyway, so yeah, I do screenshots, and I touched it last night at 6:01 because it gives you the time.
Oh yeah.
At 6:01. Cool. Yeah. Anyway, but I guess my point is, you want to carefully negotiate this bull market, and I want you to put yourself in the mindset of, do you remember when those years of bear market, I would say 18 months, 24 months of bear market that most people sustained, there were still opportunities there to make money. People should have made decent money. So just because a market's down doesn't mean you can't find quality, and doesn't mean you can't trade quality. But when the market goes back up, you have to remember that the whole point of all the research and all the tired frustration, the months of anguish, sometimes years of anguish, is to put yourself in a position to materially advance during this bull market. So one thing I used to joke way back in the day, Brand, I don't know if you remember when we were like on Monday morning, I used to say like Bitcoin is my stable coin.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that because I just kept everything in Bitcoin because I was selling options against it. And so it made a lot of sense. I could monetize my Bitcoin. So it really was my stable coin. And then it was those options markets went away and you could play. And Bitcoin was kind of quiet and there were other opportunities, but I never went away from the hold Bitcoin that you're never going to sell strategy.
Mm-hmm.
So I've really been thinking about this, and I think I'm galvanizing a mental plan. It looks like whether it's rigged or not, Bitcoin's going up. It's going up. whether it's Michael Saylor being Saylor, which we'll talk about, his Microsoft pitch, which we're going to listen to, this company Sora trying to basically copy what MicroStrategy is doing. And, hey, why not get free money and buy an appreciating asset that you can force?
Yes. And, if you can get free money, go get it.
So it's made me think that the result of this bull run for me is that I want to have siphoned off 50% of my portfolio into Bitcoin. Half.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I want half.
That's exactly what I told my wife. I'm like, not even kidding you. And then we probably had this discussion Friday. I said, after we make all the money in the alts this time, we're going to go 50% into Bitcoin, 50% back to USDC just to safety up, or give or take, and then call it.
And then hopefully we can sell those out of the money, outside options against Bitcoin. We can generate some revenue. And anybody want to jump on their calculator real quick? If you can do a 0.5% a week, which seems like a paltry sum, a 0.5% per week compounded. It's better than the 4% you get on stablecoin.
0.5% per week is nuts.
It is nuts.
I don't know if you've done the compounding. I don't know if anybody's done the math on compounding.
Oh, I bet it's somewhere near 30% a year.
I bet it's higher than that. I can do the math over 52 weeks.
Dude, I crushed in 2019 where I was 2019 or 2020 with Ledger X, just selling options. That's what I did with all my clients. That's how I made most of their money. All my clients crushed. I mean, really effing crushed. And it's just like a money printer because people gamble, because people can't stop gambling, man.
Oh, you must have done the math before. It is close to 30%.
Is it?
It's like, you know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's pretty. I thought it'd be actually a little bit higher, but yeah, it's like right on 30%. It's 28.96%.
Okay, well, it's just a guess. It's just pulling that one out of my head.
Anyway, that's a pretty good guess. That's a pretty solid guess for math.
It was a guess, and but that's what I was doing, and I was leaving again that same strategy of keep your profit in Bitcoin. So that set me up for a lot of other things. And so when people are like, oh, they're lamenting, when the market's trading sideways, you sell people dreams, sell them hopium and bullshit like that. Let them buy options on your stuff. They want to gamble, let them gamble. Just make your exit at a point where you would be happy to let it go. And so that's going to be a strategy that we're going to implement. And as I believe options markets will roll out in 2025, that Americans will be able to participate in, or they'll lower the barriers so that we can participate in other markets like Deribit and things like that. But I think they'll be right here in the US. I think you'll be able to trade options on physical Bitcoin and physical Ethereum right here in the US like you used to be able to, but with liquidity. There. Oh yeah, that was a lot of fun. Remember when we did that? So we were doing Saturday morning live options training courses. And I don't know if you remember that, Brandon. We were doing that. There was like 10 or 15 of us. And we would do it like every other Saturday. It was just, we would jump on, we would look at anyway, it was a lot of fun. We may get back to something like that. I don't know. Those were cool. Those were cool times. But anyway, the point of all this is, I want you guys to be thinking about how you're going to navigate this bull market that might be on and off for 6 months or on and off for the next 3 or 4 years. We don't know.
Yeah. They say never say this time's different, but this time's a little bit
changed. It's every time is different a little. Every time is different a little bit, but humans are the same all the time.
Yeah.
So I don't think humans are any different. And yes, be the seller, be the casino, but I think people should give some thought to what they want the end result of this thing to be. What do you want the end result of this bull run to be? Let's say it's going to last one more year. Now, also remember, we might get 4 years of a good market. We don't have 4 years until we get to AGI. We're going to be in AGI. I can't imagine we wouldn't be there in 2 to 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
If you got people, insiders at OpenAI saying 18 months and they're fucking panicking and selling all their shit. Like, something's going down. So I don't know. There's a lot of big things happening. Anyway, speaking of big things, Brandon, should we listen to Michael Saylor big it up with Micro Saylor at Microsoft?
Micro Sailor. We'll call it Micro Sailor.
Micro
I like
Sailor.
that. Micro Sailor.
I like it.
I like that. Okay, so let me go ahead. We'll make this nice and big. Hopefully, wait. Let me make sure all the volume is really loud. It's gonna probably blow out my eardrums, but I don't know why. Okay, here we go. Oh, maybe music down. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, I paused it.
Yep. Yeah, you're good.
Microsoft can't afford to miss the next technology wave, and Bitcoin is that wave. Bitcoin represents the greatest digital transformation of the 21st century. It represents digital capital. The global wealth is distributed across assets that provide utility and others that preserve capital. But risk is destroying trillions of dollars of that capital every single year. And investors are turning to digital capital in the form of Bitcoin in order to avoid that risk. Digital capital is economically and technically superior to physical capital.
Like a Pac-Man.
And it represents a revolutionary advance in capital preservation. The asset class itself is growing from trillions to hundreds of trillions of dollars.
Is this AI?
In fact, by digital power, along with political and
most
economic
robotic
power.
speech I've ever heard from him, actually.
It makes sense for Microsoft to be powered by digital capital. Bitcoin's the best asset you can own. The numbers speak for themselves.
That's so
It
bad.
makes a lot more sense to buy Bitcoin than to buy your own stock back, or to hold Bitcoin rather than holding bonds. If you're going to outperform, you're going to need Bitcoin. And those bonds are undermining your options market and your equity liquidity. Luckily, you have an alternative. Public support for Bitcoin is surging, as is political support.
This isn't
As
he
is
didn't do
support
this.
for the U.S. Bitcoin Strategic Reserve.
This is a robot.
As is Wall Street support.
Yeah.
And the
okay.
president of the United States says,
never sell your Bitcoin.
that's why we're entering year one of the crypto renaissance. And you have a choice to make. Cling to the past or embrace the future. Divest billions of dollars and slow your growth rate. Invest billions of dollars and accelerate your growth rate. You've surrendered hundreds of billions of dollars of capital over the past 5 years, and you've just amplified the risks that your own shareholders face. If you want to escape that vicious cycle, you're going to need an asset without counterparty risk. What if you could buy a $100 billion company growing faster than Microsoft for 1 times revenue? What if you could keep doing it every single year? It's time for Microsoft to evaluate its Bitcoin strategic options. We've created an open source model. You can plug in your own assumptions.
I mean, I'm sure they didn't. This is not what they saw.
And your dividends, and your buybacks, and your debt.
Because this is embarrassing as fuck.
To do that, you'll add hundreds of dollars to the stock price. You can create trillions of dollars of enterprise value.
If this is what he mailed in
from your shareholders,
This is it.
I
This
bet
is real.
you can prosper on the
I bet
Bitcoin.
they shit all over him.
So do the right thing for the world and adopt Bitcoin.
It's so bad.
Okay.
It's bad.
Okay.
That's bad.
So I've heard Saylor give talks, and he does fine. But I think his thing was the time constraint, and then he wanted to say all this stuff, and then he was coached by 400 different people, and they said you got to squish it all down. He's like, well, I'm not going to pull anything out, so I'm going to be a robot. And he should have worked on presentation skills, and he should have outsourced his slideshow rather than doing it himself on his little Apple Macintosh at home.
That was awful and embarrassing. That's like when some douchebag that works at a car wash brings you their pitch deck for their business idea. And you're like, no, kid, no, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. But like, don't use.
If they invest after that, I will be shocked.
I'm surprised Bitcoin didn't dip on that thing going public. Maybe it did. Maybe that's why it went down a couple grand.
Yeah, the slide information is good, but it could have been
all
it could have
bullshit.
looked better.
Yeah, but
It
it's
could
all
have looked
bullshit.
better.
It's all bullshit. That his whole argument's bullshit.
It's funny because I've seen him talk a lot more exciting than that. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
a lot more coherently. He sounded like, I really thought that was AI, and I kept looking at him up in the corner. I'm like, no, it can't. That's not really him. That's like a fake. So somebody's done a great AI thing, and they're going to be like, look how cool. And I'll be like, okay. Even if that was his AI voice, I would have been like, it's okay, man. It's not as good as like the Twin Protocol. Like they could have done it better.
Oh,
That was the real Micro Sailor.
that was the real Micro Sailor.
What a dick. That sounded
Actually,
so
if you've
bad.
listened to him, that's,
Oh, I
yeah.
bet they slam dunked on him at that. When that was over,
Well-
I bet they just started laughing. I mean, like full on, loosen the top button, loosen your tie, fucking coughing up their lunch, laughing.
Dang it. I
That's
wish
so
I
bad.
almost wish he should have had somebody he has enough money, right? He should have not done it himself. This is my presentation and he's going to present it or she's going
I
to present
would've-
it to you.
I would have hired
Right?
Anthony Hopkins.
Anybody, dude.
Hell,
Anybody.
I would have hired Anthony Hopkins and Ryan Reynolds to do that
No.
presentation.
He
and
should have got
And this morning, Microsoft will be
Yes.
bathing in Bitcoin.
Yes. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. Yes, perfect. Okay, there you go.
How good would that
If
have
Ryan
been?
Reynolds does this, it would have been game over.
Imagine.
Game
look,
over.
Look here, you stupid old bags. Do you want to be rich or do you want to be really rich? Like,
They would have loved it. Or done a Bill
Oh.
Gates AI. If he's going to do AI, have a Bill Gates AI come in there and present it like Bill Gates is saying it.
oh
Jeez.
man. Okay.
Well, there was that. I actually hadn't watched that before. I was actually hoping for more, and I
Oh.
didn't get it.
What a
So.
shit show dumpster fire that was. Okay, well,
But
I think we can all agree Microsoft is not buying Bitcoin.
but MicroStrategy did. They bought
Yep.
more.
Well, about 1.4 billion, right?
Yep. They're over 400,000. That's what they wanted to get. Over 400. I think that's their last buy this year is my guess. But
Jesus.
maybe not. Maybe
Okay,
not. I don't
real
know.
quick,
He's
let's talk
crazy.
Sora Ventures. I'll get through the news real quick, and then we'll go behind the wall. So we know about Sailor being Sailor, whoop-de-woo. He bought some more Bitcoin, whoop-de-woo. Sora Ventures launches a $150 million fund to emulate MicroStrategy's Bitcoin strategy. To emulate MicroStrategy's Bitcoin strategy. I don't like that. Micro Sailor. It's Micro Sailor from here on out. Targeting Asia's listed firms, Sora Ventures seeks to optimize Bitcoin treasuries, exemplified by MetaPlanet's 1,000% stock surge on the Tokyo Stock Exchange. That's a 10x. They make it big it up. Like don't big it up. It's 10x. Sora Ventures launched a $150 million fund aimed at advancing Bitcoin-focused treasury strategies among listed companies across Asia. So I guess Sora will go out to these companies and like pitch this idea. The fund seeks to replicate Micro Sailor model, leveraging Bitcoin as a primary reserve asset to optimize financial strategies and enhance stakeholder value. The fund will target companies listed on stock exchanges in Japan, Hong Kong, Thailand, Taiwan, South Korea, per the announcement. The first success of this strategy is evident in MetaPlanet, a Tokyo Stock Exchange listed firm, which partnered with Sora Ventures to implement the Micro Sailor model. The results were pronounced as MetaPlanet stock surged 1,000% in 2024, making it the top performing stock on the Tokyo Stock Exchange. This achievement highlights the viability of Sora Ventures' approach, which integrates traditional financial expertise with the story of Bitcoin, I guess is the best way to say it. They try to quantify it, but you can't quantify FOMO. This is the institutional FOMO that everybody's been begging for years. So there we go. And then finally, top performing altcoins from previous bull cycles dominate social media mind share. And so there's some research done into why are people buying stupid ass dumpster fire tokens right now? Like, you know. And in this post, XRP holds the biggest mind share among altcoins, leading to recovery of dinosaur alternative cryptocurrencies. The altcoin season index is at 73 points, just 2 points from officially announcing its start. Altcoin mindshare followed a recent trend of AI agents as well as NFT platforms. The mindshare of XRP and older altcoins has grown significantly in the last 24 to 36 hours. This time around, the list includes older and less appreciated tokens, re-entering consideration after the meme craze. Their mindshare metric is one of the indicators measuring social media exposure for all assets. The rally in XRP coincided with the biggest daily gains in social media mindshare exposure. However, XRP was not the only asset from older bull markets to gain interest. Peak attention also remains focused on Avalanche, Hedera, Litecoin, and Stellar Lumens. So, and Algorand, also Algorand. So, dumpster fire, trash bin, trash can, poop container, and crap disposal container. Anyway, cool. I'm glad. It's kind of bittersweet. My final word on this is that I'm glad people are making money, especially people that got stuck in those coins. There's a lot of people stuck in those assets. They just never moved. And it does make me quite happy. I don't believe that we win and everyone else loses. I don't think it's zero sum. I think everyone in the crypto space can win because there's just more people coming in. There's more money chasing it in. So I like that everyone, I even like that XRP people, I know a lot of people that have a lot of XRP, some good close friends that are too fucking stupid to make a decision. And they just sat on their portfolios for like the last 5 years. But you know what? It paid off. Just doing nothing was the best move for them. And so I'm very glad. I hope they're taking profit. Dave, Ryan, Steve, Victor, Ben, Phil, other Phil. Anyway, I hope they're taking profit, but I'm glad that everybody's getting a second chance to kind of get out and maybe unload some of these things. And if not, hey, ride it until the wheels fall off. On the other side of it, it's sucking in a lot of idiots because it's new money chasing these old assets. And Brandon, what do you think XRP, or what do you think Ripple, the company's doing right now?
I don't have that screenshot that I sent you on my computer, but
are selling.
They're doing exactly, well, yeah, selling, but like kind of like a little bit worse. They're doing exactly what GameStop did. Yeah. Because GameStop, what they did, as soon as the price skyrocketed, what they did, they announced they're gonna print billions of more shares out of thin air, and we're gonna issue those at the money and dump the stock price. Yeah. So XRP is kind of doing the same thing. What they're doing is they said they're gonna unlock all these tokens every X amount of months, and now that they've seen the prices going exponentially higher, they're like, well, we're gonna unlock those 4 times a day now. So they unlocked a lot of tokens yesterday.
They are pumping tokens to the market. They are selling to these idiots. They're going to keep selling to these idiots. And I would say, be careful. Yeah, you're welcome to participate in any of these runs, but just be careful that you're not the last idiot. Because you can get in and out, and that's fine, as long as you get that last out. So I would just say be careful. Or if you are trading in and out of these assets, I know somebody that's trading XRP because they're like, hey, look, why not? Like, it's pretty volatile. It's going up 20 cents, down 30, up 40. I'm like, that's cool. Just make sure you have an exit, like, or at least you're pulling your original cash back out or something. So hopefully he's employing that. Just don't trade in and out of something you're not willing to sit on. I just don't think XRP is a quality asset. For a million reasons. I don't think Stellar Lumens is a quality asset. I don't really think Algorand or Cardano are quality assets. But this I'm not dumping them either because, listen, if a bunch of idiots want to jump into crypto for the first time and buy all of our stuff at inflated prices, so be it. The door is open. The light is on. You can see the sign right there. The neon sign says, come on in. So again, that should be part of your doing what's best for your portfolio to get the most out of this bull market for as long as you can. And also understand that it doesn't matter. You're not competing with anybody else. It's just you making your life materially better, paying off all of your debt. Hopefully you can you're out of debt, or you can use this bull market to get out of debt, get a clean sheet. If all you do, you don't even have to get rich, man. If all you do in this bull market is just get a clean sheet, everything in your life paid off, you won. That's a huge victory. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Should we get behind the wall?
Let's go behind the wall.
Oh, yeah. Let me get all that little thing right there. Where's all that thing right there? Let's go here, here, and here.
Going behind the proverbial wall now to continue the broadcast privately for the digital investors and digital private clients. If you'd like to join us, simply go to nickblacknext.com and subscribe to one of our plans and immediately take advantage of our library of tools, tactics, and information. It's all designed to help you learn, grow, and manage your portfolio like a pro. Join us now.